in high school, I heard that the new music teacher coming in, this is when I was a freshman, was an excellent trombone player. So my dad wanted me to go into some kind of music, and I was already taking piano, so, and I played saxophone some, and I thought, well, trombone would be a good one if he's a specialist. And oh man, was he good. A few times at concerts we played duets together. He let me, be up there with him. It was fabulous. I played in a little dance band for a while.
That's great. Where did you play with that band?
Where did we play? At the different towns around there. Generally, not big, great big towns, but a lot of places. And it was always, in those days, there weren't as much entertainments as there are now. So young people, most of them went down to the dances. So we always had a good crowd.
Yeah. So when you played at these other towns, how would you travel there? Would you all take a bus together, or would you go on your own and meet there?
Well, a couple times I think we took the bus, but most of the time the people just drove, And
So who would drive you? Was this when you were younger, before you could drive, or were you driving also?
I didn't have a car then, and so the teacher would take some of us and the parents, and my folks often would. But I really liked that. And I remember my trombone teacher told me one day, he came up to the house to give me my trombone lesson, and he said, I heard that you're going to be a nurse. He said, that's all right, but I want you to use it only as a stepping stone to your music. But of course, at that time, money was so darn scarce.
When you became a nurse, where did you go to school to become a
Okay.
nurse, and then where was the first place that you worked as a nurse?
The first place where I went to school was a big city, Kansas City, Missouri. And Kansas City, Missouri, and there's a Kansas City, Kansas. And the only thing is a river between them. So that was really interesting. Then we had one course that I really loved. It lasted for 2 months and was called Visiting Nurse. And the hospital took calls from people that needed a nurse. So they would send us, take us, have a chauffeur, somebody get us out there. And then we'd go in and bathe them and massage and take their temperature and their blood pressure. A lot of them very poor people, and decide whether we thought they should have a doctor come and that kind of stuff. So that was interesting. It wasn't too long till after I got out that the war came along, and I think I told you there were 3 men in the Brown County that were on the draft board. My dad was the head of that, and I thought, well, here he's, have to sign up all these young men for going overseas and leaving home and everything, and I thought, well, it would be good for me, and it would be good for him to be able to say, well, I have somebody in the service, so I joined up. Australia, New Guinea, Philippines, Dutch East Indies. It was really interesting. And I think I told you this, like for one nurse, sometime we would have corpsmen working for us, who were always very good, but we'd be assigned maybe to 40 or 50 patients. So one day, I think it was on a Sunday afternoon, I was working and charting at my desk, and I looked up and I saw this corpsman down there arguing, it looked like with 3 or 4 people. So with patience, so I went up and got down there and I said, well, what's going on here? And they said, well, they pointed to him, they said, he was using some swear words. And we told him we have a lady on the board and we don't talk like that.